So check out this really cool website that I found. This website is called Weird Google Earth. So there's a lot of these websites. They're all over the place. But I went through and I found the best one. And the reason that this is the best one that I found is because you can click on an image, on any of these images, and you can actually see what the updated, it'll take us to the Google Maps site, and it'll show us an updated image to see if it's still there or not. So I thought that was fun. So what I did, I went back all the way to page 237, right down here. Well, I did. Now we're back at 237. So this is when they first started this website, or that's what I guess. So January 24th, 2013 was probably their first post. I don't know if they've just continually updated and posted since then. But I figured we would go all the way back to the very beginning, and we'll go through and see if we find any that are interesting. And we'll take a look and see if they're still there. And there's some that I remember seeing back in the day, because even on, I don't know if it was on MySpace or Facebook, but I remember people would post stuff like this. So let's get into our journey. So these right here, they didn't look that interesting, the China ones. So I remember this one, the giant pink bunny. It was in Italy. I don't know if it was like a statue or some kind of like, you know those things you see at the car dealerships that they wave like this, they dance or whatever, the air thing. I'm sure they have a name. So let's see if this bunny is still there. I don't see a bunny. Let's zoom in. Oh man, they cleaned it up. Let's see. Another cool thing, you can click on View Larger Map, and it takes us to a large scale. So apparently at some point in Italy, there was a giant pink rabbit. And they even have it listed on the map. Let's see if there's any good reviews for the giant pink rabbit. Let's see. People have reviewed the giant pink rabbit. This is great. It says, oh, I have Italy. Uh-oh. I hope we don't lock up. Things aren't looking good. Okay, we're off that. It says good. Neo. Wow. I left a bookmark there. What? So people have left reviews on this bunny that apparently is gone. Alright, so no bunny. The Badlands. This might be one of those natural form. Well, they call them natural, but they're not sure, some of them. But that's not. We're going for the crazy stuff today. So that's probably a natural formation. Okay, this stuff. I've always found this stuff interesting. Let's see if it's still there. So this is, let's see what it says. Saudi Nazca-like ruins. They have allegedly been used for hunting and directing the game into the right spot. So this is in Saudi Arabia. Let's see if it's still there. It has to still be there if it's that big. I mean, that's huge. That's a road going through there. Let's take a look. Hopefully this thing doesn't lock up on me. Whoa. Whoa, that's crazy. That is huge. Look at these. So that's a trail, it looks like. Look at these two perfectly straight trails. I wonder how old this is. But that makes sense. That makes total sense to me. You got your trail, and then I guess they have the little ambush spots here to drive the game in. But I wonder if they dug that out, if that's sand or trees or what. So that's pretty cool. But it gets crazier. I skimmed through a few, but I didn't take a close look. I had to test it out, make sure it was going to work first. All right, let's check. What? Gulliver is tied down. That's human. I'm looking for other crazier stuff. I'm not worried too much about what humans have been up to. Well, unless it's really old stuff. So this is in Chile. Yeah, this is crazy. Look at this. So this is a geoglyph. That's what they're called. It was created by the Inca. Now, we can take a look at it in real time. Well, real time, whenever the last time the satellite flew over. See, that is crazy. Look how huge that is. So there's, you got a couple roads coming through. Let's zoom in. I wonder if they let people go there and look at it, like tour. But to think about, like, that long ago, I mean, they did mess up the foot a little bit there. It's kind of like a drawing. When you try to draw, you don't get the foot size the right size. But that is crazy. But that, okay, so here's the thing. Okay, some people, oh, aliens came down and did aliens, whatever, or ancient gods came down and did it. Okay, let's say, but I think it's awesome if just humans did it, because back then, well, they did mess up on the arm a little bit here. Or is that a shield? Maybe it's a shield. But that would take, just to do that today, imagine you and a group of your friends went out and said, we're going to create this crazy image to where, you know, an airplane can fly over. It would still take a lot of time and effort to make something like this. So it's still impressive either way. And I always like seeing there's always little extras around them. But there's better ones than this. This is, I just don't remember this one. I'm sure I've seen it on a show before, but yeah, aside from the foot, maybe that is a shield. What do you guys think? Is that a shield? Looks like maybe holding something. Gigante de Tarapaca. Oh, let's take a look. Let's see what it looks like on the ground. Hopefully this doesn't lock up. It was worrying me there for a second, because I did have a lockup like a week or two ago. All right, where's our photos at? So people are still going there. 2 days ago. So that's what it looks like if you're up close on the ground. Still impressive. I guess they just took rocks. They were quite the artistes, I would say. Whoa, look at that. Now, see, the photo, I don't know if that does it justice, because I hope that's just a tail and not something else. Let's see. But I bet from the photo, I bet that was taken, looks like a drone photo. So I bet those rocks are a lot larger than they look just from this photo. So you can visit. Okay, I'm putting that on my bucket list. I want to go see this thing. I did see the ones in UK, which they'll probably pop up here on this shortly as we're going through. But there's these ones in the UK when you're heading down to the tunnel that takes you into France that are up on this hillside. But I'm not sure what they used to make those. If it was white rocks or something else. But this is pretty cool. I'm going to go there. Decided. Alrighty. See, this is like a gold mine, this website. I want to give mad props to whoever made this site. Because there's no way we won't have time to get up to all of them, but we'll do like a part 2 and a part 3. We'll do how many parts we need till we get to the most current ones, to the very first page. See, I already so somebody put SpongeBob SquarePants in a swimming pool, but if you look now, it's not there anymore. So we'll take a look at some of these. What is this? Gulliver tied down. Is this thing still there? Oh, it's still there, so just artwork. Not weird enough for us, right? All right, here's some more of these So this is Chiza. Let's take a look at this one. Was this a lizard? No, it's people. It's a dancing-looking thing with horns on it. So let's see what it looks like right now. Well, by right now, by the most recent satellite image. Whoa. So there's a road right by like a highway. Or route. What does that sign mean? Route, highway? That's pretty cool. I thought I saw a lizard. I thought that was a tail and that was a lizard, but it's just people. So that one's happy because I guess he hunted lots of whatever those were. So apparently there's lots of places in South, a lot of desert areas, I guess worldwide, that used to be grasslands. But to make these, this would still have to have been dry desert for it to stay the way it is. But humans can survive in the craziest of conditions. That's, I guess, has been their strong point of survival. All right, a face in California. Nah, that's not that interesting. Next. Are these the pyramids that Graham Hancock has been talking about? And then there's other ones too. That's Bosnia. I think I did. Maybe he did cover this. Let's take a look. It's going slower and slower, so hopefully this doesn't lock up. You're supposed to restart your computer anytime before you do a live stream. But I thought we would live on the edge today. So what does that look like? Does that look like a pyramid? I do see there's a line, there's a line, there's a line, which is odd. That's very odd. Let's take a look at it. A recent look. So it's right by, this town or whatever, Romania. But I could see, I think it's an old pyramid, is what I think. That just doesn't make sense to have. Yeah, I'm calling pyramid on that one. Let's see what it says. It says there's a mountain in Bosnia. There's a guy, Sam Osmanagat, who believes this is a European pyramid, just eroded and covered with trees. There are experts who scoff at Osmanagat and says he destroys historic sites with his excavations. So yeah, they don't want him to find out. I personally think it's a pyramid. A heart island. Windmills in China. Mysterious crop circle just north of Las Vegas. That'll be interesting to look at. But that looks like that could be human made. Let's see what it looks like today. Still there. Test City. That looks like that was some military stuff going on. Yeah, that's human. For whatever reason, I think they needed to make circles for some reason. You can see, if you're flying over the country, you can see all kinds of crazy stuff. I mean, just regular farm stuff. There's lots of the Middle America. You look down, it's like the geometry is almost perfect, and there's lots of circular things. I'm not even sure what they are, but I know it's farming. It has to do with farming. But I'm not sure about that one. A tipped car. Now this one looks interesting. Let's see what this is. UFO in Romania. So this looks like one of those UFO houses that people built that was popular, I guess, what was it, 70s, 80s? I think it was 70s and 80s. Doesn't give really information. Let's look at it on the big map. See, it's not a good view of it there. Let's see if anybody took it's a tourist attraction. Let's take a look at this thing. It's not even a UFO. It's not even a UFO. It's something else. Let's look. Where's the photos at? It's just a weird dome-shaped house. But it does look like a UFO from up above. Okay. Nice. They got us. And the people who built it, they were just trying to make a nice little house for themselves. They didn't want to be a UFO. Perfect circle in Iraq. Yeah, humans have been making perfect circles for a long time. Owls in South Dakota. That looks like just one of those mazes you walk through. Now, this is interesting. The oil well fire in Iraq. Let's see if it's still burning. I would bet it's probably still burning. Oh, yeah. But this isn't that weird, though. Yeah, it's still burning. Whoa. I forget. It's really hard to put those things out. It even happens underwater, I think. Sometimes they catch fire, and the water doesn't even put it out, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm remembering correctly. Or maybe that's how they get it to finally burn itself out. They have to, when they have the oil leaks or something. I can't remember. I forget how they finally shut off that BP oil leak in the Gulf, which is now the Gulf of America. Mysterious holes in Libyan desert. Happy face of Ontario. Oh, that's pretty cool, but not that impressive. Like I said, we're going for the real crazy stuff here. Okay, so this looks interesting. This is in Egypt. Let's look at it on a big map. Whoa. So this is 2025. Now, one could put a stake. I don't know the size, so that's a road, so that's pretty large. So you could put like a stake or something in the middle. Take a rope, and then slowly unwind the rope, and then make a little thing, and then measure it, and then make a little thing, and then just keep walking out with the rope until the rope is fully extended. You know, you can do that on paper with a pen. Largest scale spiral desert artwork. So somebody did that, but it's still pretty cool. Like, But it's not so mysterious if somebody made it. Oil field. Maybe it's oil fields that I'm seeing when I'm flying over certain parts of the U.S. Beyond all recognition. Oh, somebody put BAR. Let's zoom in a little bit. Maybe they just want somebody to go to the bar. It's an advertisement. So these right here, this is exactly what I was talking about, or what I had in my head when I was talking about this earlier. What are these circles? Let's see if it tells us. No. Maybe it tells us if we go to the big map. Nevada is the right way to say it, if you're from there. So are these oil? What? So I've seen these flying over when I'm heading west, and I don't know what they are. Maybe you guys know what they are. Because there's nothing on here that you can click on that it tells you. I mean, it's got to be something probably pretty boring. But I've seen these, a lot of these, not just in Nevada, but I've seen these other places when you're flying, you know. Usually, if I remember, it's like it stands out because you're flying over like a dry land area, and these little things pop up, and you're like, what are those things? Dancing Man, Mongolia. We'll take a look. See? Whoa, what is that? This looks recent. Not bad, though. They gave him nipples. Let's see what it looks. Let's see if he's still there. If he got washed away or not. No, it's still there. Wow. Looks like a robot. I guess somebody had the time. Well, I bet they took whatever that stuff is. Is that a river or is that water? Oh, that's water. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. They probably took some river rock and made this whatever that is. But that'd be pretty fun, though, if you lived in a really way out place. But here's the thing. I wouldn't want the attention. If I had a place that far out away from people, I would love to have a place. But forget all this stuff. I just want that little house and none of this for miles. But I guess you get bored if you become a hermit. You got to do something to occupy your time. And so this would be a good idea. If you ever got shipwrecked on like an island, just make something crazy so people on Google Maps and Earth will see it and report it. Then people maybe will come and investigate. And I didn't even read that capsized ship. Do. Australian sharks, Stonehenge, Ukraine, gates of hell. There's a crater. They have a Stonehenge in Russia. That could be interesting. Yeah, so it looks like it's a tourist attraction. Yeah, humans have been doing all kinds of crazy stuff for a long time. That's a really nice circle, though. They did very good building that. Uh-oh. But you know what I did? I bookmarked it. I bookmarked it. But now we got to go all... Oh, no, I saved this. Good. Where were we? 235. And we were farther. Getting closer, getting hotter. I think we're 232. Unusual rusty lake in Russia. It's probably a hog farm or something. Salt, ooh, looks like more hog farms. High resolution camels. Potash mine pools. So I guess they turn blue with the minerals they're getting out of that earth. I've seen that before. There's a in Tucson, Arizona. There's a airplane graveyard where they take all the old planes that they don't need anymore. I haven't looked at it in years. Let's take a look. But it's pretty. Let's see. I think it's bigger than it's letting on there. Yeah, it's huge. But these are all old planes that I guess are out of commission. You know what? I wonder if the reason they don't scrap them and they just leave them parked there is if they need parts off of them. I'm not sure about that. It's like a junkyard. It's an airplane junkyard. There's a corn maze. These are mazes people have made. A monolith. Let's check out this monolith. This is supposed to be an Australia monolith. Can't really tell if that's a monolith or not. supposed to be right there in the middle. That might be natural formation, is what I'm guessing for that one. Desert compass. It says someone went through a lot of trouble to create a compass in the sand. Not the Incas, I guess. Make sure to zoom out a bit and look around. Lots of interesting stuff here. Let's take a look on the big screen. So that's an arrow right there. We can definitely see that's an arrow. Pointing at an X. Now that's odd. These things look exactly the same right here. What is the size and scope that we're looking at here? So this is human activity here. This is on the other side. So there's more. So he's right. Yeah, there's more weird stuff going on around here. But that's definitely human stuff. Yeah, I wasn't kidding. There is weird stuff going on around here. Look at that. This, you know what this looks like to me? Military testing is what that looks like. Because this, what I'm looking at right now, reminds me exactly is if you look up Area 51 and you go poking around there, that you will see all sorts of these craters. That's what it looks like. All right, I'm calling military on this one. Strange wagon wheel in Idaho. Idaho? Nah, Idaho. Does it give any history? Here's more of those weird things. See, I told you, it's all through the Midwest. What are these? Is it farming? It's got to be farming. It's got to be something to do. Okay, here's my guess, and I could be way off. Okay, so where I'm at, you got tons of water. It's green. You don't really have to worry about irrigation so much. A little bit. But I'm betting this is some sort of farming where instead of doing straight lines, you know, back and forth, that they just go in a circle for whatever crop they're growing. And it makes it easier for irrigation is what I'm betting. That's my bet. If I had to bet money. That all of this has to do with irrigation. I almost wonder if there's probably some sort of tower there. See, there's some, looks like water. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, more of these. You see these all through, like, the Midwest. When you're driving around, or not driving, when I'm driving around my airplane through the Midwest. No, when you're flying over, you look down, and I've always wondered what these things are. Now, I could probably ask Grok what they are, but I'm gonna wait and see what you guys say in the comments to tell me if you know what they are. And then on the next episode, if no one has told me what these things are, we'll ask Grok. Because I bet more and more of these will pop up. And I bet if anybody's watching that just knows what these are, because look at all these roads that go around. It's definitely farming. But yeah, for people familiar with it, it's probably the most boring, mundane thing looking at these things. Weird marks in the desert. We want to see weird marks, right? I want to see weird marks. I don't see any weird marks. But I want to see them. Maybe they used to be there and they're not there anymore. A pink crater. Pink mountain. Okay, this looks interesting. It's not pink anymore. Well, kinda. I wonder what the deal with that was. Maybe there was some sort of factory that had an explosion. And the rain washed it away already. Target on target. Whoa, now this is cool. This will probably take a lot of time to do. It says, this farm field features a human face that many believe is... It's like when you see Jesus on toast, but now you see Jesus in your field. But let's see if it's still there. It's still there, wow. Very interesting. Looks like he's holding like a chalice or something. Not chalice, what do you call them? Not a potion bottle. I don't know what they call them. There's a name for them. There's old bottle pottery. But that's pretty crazy. Now, it could be, what is it called? Pareidolia. Where you're just, you know, your mind sees something. Still cool either way. Apparently, this person was just fishing. I remember seeing this one. And we're still just in 2013, stuff from 2013. Apparently, back, you know, in the 2013, it captured an image of, there was like somebody with blood all over the dock, but somebody was fishing. Because, like, yeah, the original, I guess, 2013 image has somebody, and you can see the cooler there. Mysterious Nevada craters. I wonder if this is not more of the, yeah, military. Yeah, I think this is around Area 51. Let's take a look. I was wanting to look at that anyway. Because I actually took, in 2020, when I moved out to Vegas for 4 months, I actually drove up, me and my buddy drove up to Area 51 while everybody else was locking down. I said, let's go to Area 51. And I wanted to go to that one little bar. They have a bar there. And I just wanted to get one beer just to say I had a beer at Area 51. But it was closed. But the people who owned the bar were outside hanging out. And they thought it was ridiculous. They were making them be closed. But they had to, you know, they didn't want to lose their business. But they were cool, the people who owned that place right near Area 51. Which I'm guessing... I mean, there's so many... I don't see the road. Wait, where's... Yeah, right here. Rachel. Like, if you blink, you'll miss it. Let's see if we can find the... See, yeah, there's farms. These little circular things. I'm going to look that up. I'm going to watch a video and learn why they use the circle thing. So right here, yeah, the little alien, this is where we stopped. I got a photo right here. There's a little sign. So I was able to scratch. But I have to tell you, so where do we stop? You can stop and look, but you can get a good view. Area 51 is somewhere like this way, if I'm not mistaken. You can see the entrance from this area, but you can't go near. And if you go down, the security guards will stop you. But while I was driving out here, It took like 3 hours. And as I'm driving this whole way, and it's like open, they have cows where there's no fencing, so there's all these signs, don't hit a cow. But I was thinking to myself, as we're driving out there, I was thinking, if I were going to build a top secret military base, this would be the place. It's literally out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, I think this is Area 51. This area right here. But that was cool. I definitely, if you're ever out in that area, it's worth the trip just to say you saw it, just to say you were there. And if you like beer, that place is probably open because they're not shut down because of COVID. $2.26. Holy crap! It's already 44 minutes. I'm telling you, I could just all day look at these. But we'll have to stop at some point. Mysterious tower in the mountains of is it Shangjing? Shangji? I know XI is G. Like Xi Jinping. 3 Mile Islands in PA. Alright, let's find one more crazy one. UFO houses. Are they still there? I don't see them. They must have tore them down. They got rid of our UFO houses. Let's see what they used to look like. Oh, so they were right there. I guess they didn't go over so well. So we're still in 2013, everything we're looking at. Planes and helicopters in the woods. Yeti tracks. Mysterious stripes. Is this the place where they think the lost city of Atlantis? Yeah, this is the place, the Eye of Africa. So there's a lot of people who think this is actually the lost city of Atlantis. We'll see what it looks like on a larger scale. Whoa. So yeah, this has been covered on Joe Rogan podcast with, a lot of his different guests. But there's a lot of people, and they make some good arguments, but then there's also people that think it's the natural formation. And apparently you cannot get in here to investigate for some reason. Like the government, whatever government's controlling this area, they won't let people in. World's Eye. But their claim is that, this used to be, water and it's still cool to look at either way. Even if that's just a natural formation, that's pretty crazy. Now you can see like erosion, like these little vein looking things here. But yeah, either way, that's a cool looking structure thingy, natural formation thingy. Okay, we're not gonna stop until we gotta have one more really crazy one. That was pretty crazy, but I mean, really weird. Monkey face? What is monkey face? Oh, it's just some lines. They call it a monkey. I guess it kind of does look like a monkey face. Wonder if those lines are still there. They're still there. Monkey face. Weird. Not weird enough though. We're going for super weird before we we have to end with for this part one. Well, we haven't even got out of the 200s yet. Ooh, the HARP site, where they're controlling the weather. Like, that's crazy. That's another one. They're like, oh, it's just conspiracy theory. But what are they doing? What do they do? Why do they need that if they're not doing? They're doing something. Yeah, high frequency active auroral research program is a magnet to conspiracy theorists. One argument that proves there is indeed a conspiracy in the screenshot below. What they are hiding, one ponders. Look at the semi-blurred aerial image. Let's see what it looks like if you just go straight to Google Maps. This still shows it. And there it is. It says HARP Research Facility. They're doing something. Now, they might not be causing hurricanes and tornadoes, but something's going on. They wouldn't just build that just for the hell of it. All right, I want to see some more. There's geoglyphs. A whale skeleton. We haven't made it to 2014 yet. There's Loch Ness. Loose stone quarry. There's a castle. All right, there's the pyramids. Michael Jordan's house. Pyramid of the Sun. These look like I wonder if this is real or not, if this is ancient or if this is modern. Can't really tell. So now we're in July. We're up to July 31st, 2013. Now, so this was a 2013 crop circle. I would bet money that it is gone. But this is apparently where it used to be, or where it was made. There's Stonehenge. UFO base entrance. Now that looks interesting. It's probably just like a duct of some kind. It says conspiracy theorists are convinced this is an entrance to an underground UFO, alien, or Nazi base covered with a metal dome or canopy. Less passionate observers are inclined to think it's a natural cave. Well, you know what? We'll be the judge of that. Let's take a little look-see here. So first of all, where are we? Let's see how far out. So we're in the middle of nowhere, apparently. Whoa. Where are we? Alaska? Antarctica? Antarctica. Okay. Zooming back in. Definitely a opening there. But that could have been a place where water found to, go wherever it's going to go. Still pretty cool, though, right? All right, so we found a secret UFO entrance. That's not bad, but it's still not. We're looking for something really good before we move on. Plus, we're still just in 2013. Firefox logo? Dayton, Oregon. There's no way this is still there. So this was September 4th, 2013. No, it's gone. So it was not made it. They made it on a field. I wonder if that was like a promotional thing that Firefox was doing at the time. And why is it saying this is Atlantis? Because it has like a grid-like thing? Possibly. Let's look at it on a... So there's definitely, it looks like some grid. Looks like, that's a Broad Street or Madison Avenue right there. And then you got 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th streets going up. But see, okay, here's what I think's odd. Okay, it would be weird enough if you just had these lines going, like a grid here. Okay, that weirder things have happened, but look at this. Look at this perfectly right angle right here. What is that all about? And then everything's like in a rectangle here. This one is compelling. And what else is going on here? Okay, what is this? Just look at all the... Why is that? I mean, there might be a reason for this. I don't want to... That might be man-made. But that looks pretty crazy. Let's check out this. Okay, oh no, that's huge. Okay, so this is the island. So just for scale, let's go down and see how big a road is. Or a house. Okay, so there's a house. Let's zoom out till we see our little crazy roads again. That's huge. That's absolutely huge. There is no way. Okay, now that we have that like for scale, look at this. It goes there, and a perfectly straight... You don't find a whole lot of straight lines like that. That's insane. Okay, I'm sold on this one. Because now that I can see the actual scale, like how huge that is, that is huge. And why would it make a perfect... Look at all these straight lines. Zoop, zoop, zoop. And feel free to correct me in the comments, but from what I'm seeing, that looks pretty... See, this looks more natural. It's kind of like you got a little curvy... I can see that. You got your currents coming through. Oh, look. There's my brother. He's on a cruise. Where's our little grid at? Where's our... Okay, here's our... See, that right there, it's too perfect of a corner. If it was like rounded, I could kind of see it. That's weird. All right, I want to go back. I want to close this. All right, take us right back to the grids. Now, where are these grids compared? Yeah, it's basically right off. So, you know what? I would say this is Atlantis more so than that other thing in Africa that we were looking at. See, this all looks just like natural. Natural. Of course, you're going to have some straight lines where the currents are going in one direction, or either way. But this... That one right there, that corner right there, and this right here. And you got to think about it. If it's been underwater that long, of course it's going to eventually be, screwed up by just the water and then everything else, earthquakes and everything else. It's not going to make it absolutely perfect. But this right here, I don't get this. Someone explain this to me. What is this? And why is that a perfect... And it's huge. Now, since we've zoomed in on these other... Is that a fault line? Maybe? I mean, I'm sure there's weird things, but for a fault line to come through like that and make it perfectly... It's perfectly straight. It's not just a little bit straight. It's like straight. Where does it end? It ends in this mountain. Does it look like it used to keep going? Okay, I'm sold on this one. I think we'll end on the Atlantis there. That's pretty cool. We might come back. We might revisit this one day. But that is pretty awesome. See, it pays to go through old stuff from 2013. It's apparently still there. But the size of these straight lines is the scope and magnitude. I wonder how many miles are between. Does it give a little? Actually, it does. So 20 kilometers. Okay, so 10 kilometers. If you look here, well, I'm covering it up with my picture-in-picture, but it shows a little chart, and that's about 10 miles across, or 10 kilometers across. So you have this straight line that's about 10 kilometers across, going this way, and that's pretty nuts. I'm going to look that up and see if what they try to say that is. I'm sure they try to say it's something natural, but that is far too straight, in my opinion. Here's another one. Look at this. See that right there? Unless what I'm looking at, unless it would be really stupid of me, that what I'm looking at is some sort of thing that Google added to show the boundaries of like international waters or the country, what the country actually claims or owns. Because let's see if we see it outside of Ireland. I don't think so. See, this looks completely natural. What is this? See, what is that? I've never noticed this stuff before. What is it? This is outside of Ireland. A perfectly straight... Alright, maybe I'm just going crazy, but see, I don't see it. We don't see it over here. Let's see if we see it off of... Okay, this will be interesting to do. So where were we off Portugal? Where were we a minute ago? Or Spain or something? I already forgot where we were at. See, I wasn't paying attention. I used to work with this redneck guy. He's like, you gotta pay attention. You gotta pay attention. All right, so let's go back. Now we're gonna pay attention. And we're gonna see exactly what coast we're off of here. Morocco. So basically due west of Morocco. Okay, so but here's what I want to see. So this part apparently, so this used to go up in here and this was over here. So shouldn't we see something maybe similar over here off the coast of... No, I did. See, I could totally see some straight line, that jet streams they call them. But the way that it goes up and then perfect, that just seems weird. See, nothing seems too off. Oh, I wonder if we could find that. What was it? Bimini Road? I can't remember what island that's supposed to be off of. I don't think it's, no, it's not the Bahamas. Was it the Bahamas? The Bimini Road. Now, they also drag a lot of cables. There's a lot of fiber optic cables that are connected all over the place. There's a map. You know what? Let's look at that, because most people don't know. Okay, satellites are becoming more and more in use with like Starlink and everything. But still, your main internet connection, when you send an email to England or anywhere worldwide, anytime you cross the ocean, it's all connected by cable. There's tons of these cables that they take these ships and they run them out, and they have these huge spools. Let's just show you ships that carry cable across the ocean. So right here, so these are all cables, fiber optic cables that are running from everywhere. Like, they're going every which way. So this is how currently, aside from like Starlink and satellite stuff, this is how the internet is still working. That's why it's always been a concern of sabotage. If somebody actually wanted to go down or had the resources to destroy these cables, they could cut off communications between countries. But now, like I said, with satellite, with Starlink, these are going to become more and more obsolete, I think, in the future. Now, there's always going to be a need for hardwire because it's more dependable. But this is pretty crazy. I worked, when I was in New York, I worked an event for one of these companies, and they had all this different video that we had to play of them running cable, about how they started running cables. But let's ask, was the first cable run under the ocean from the US to UK or Europe for communications? I butchered that spelling, but that's okay. Grok never minds. 1858, yeah, I remember this old video. The first successful transatlantic telegraph cable was laid in 1858, connecting Ireland to Newfoundland. This cable allowed for the first time direct telegraphic communication between Europe and North America. However, this initial cable only functioned for a few weeks before failing. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. A more durable and successful cable was laid by the SS Great Eastern in 1866, which established a reliable communication link that lasted much longer. This achievement significantly improved transatlantic communication, reducing the time for messages to cross the ocean from days to mere minutes. So yeah, they've been using these cables for a long time, and I bet it really came in handy during the World Wars, especially World War II, when they would have to communicate, when UK and US would have to communicate. So very interesting. But I think that's going to wrap it up for Tuesday, February 11th, 2025. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you on the next one.
I said, you got me lying on your couch here for so long, just trying to get in my head. Yeah, you're always talking about a new medication to help me sleep through the night. Alright, just another misdirected sublimation, baby. I never could get it right. Sometimes I still fantasize about the shot. Therapy at times are irreversible. Damage and disease, I want a shot. Therapy at voices in my head, temper whisper in a scream. care, but I know who's on the line. I got everybody looking for money, honey. I'll never pay 'em on time. No, well, these cats, they got me nervous. But I could use some, yeah. They talking about this government of no more purpose, while the suggestions I've seen, I think you know what I mean. I wanna shine, go, therapy. I'm getting that pad and pencil, doctor, give me what I need. I'm talking shine, go, therapy. That voice is in my head, gentle whispers in a scream. On the MMPI. So a Venus bucket's mama in the Rorschach blots. Now right in my head, what have I got? What a shot! No, never pay. Signs are irreversible. Damage tendencies